So, Illumicrate box arrived. This is the October one. It actually arrived on time for once, which is nice because it's been really late recently. So, let's get it open. Okay, so as always we start off with the spoiler card. This theme is Fairy Tale Forests for October, and next month's theme is Anti-Hero. So that has some really fun items in it, which I think I've been so excited for the items in the November box. I thought they were the things in the October box, so I actually cannot remember a thing that's in this box other than the book, which I'm actually quite excited for just because of the concept. So for you, I'm not going to look, but if you want to see, here are the spoilers. And let's get on with picking out the first item. So first, we have some really cute little book tabbing stuff. It's all like foresty themed, very autumnal and fall. I really like that. That's really cute. I haven't really got into tabbing yet, but I'm trying to get into it a little bit just because it'll make stuff for reviewing that bit easier. So I'm pretty happy with that, and they're super cute, so I will hopefully use this. Oh, I can already see the book, it's way up the top. Next we have, a desk mat. I am actually in need of a new one. So this is based off The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. So let's have a look at it. Ooh, oh, that's gorgeous. So even though it's based off something, it could very much be fandom neutral, I think. So yeah, I really like that. It's really like a good material too. It's quite hefty. So yeah, really happy with that. Probably gonna put that onto my desk right now and start using it because yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. Next, I think this is another one of the daggers. So let's have a look. I'm never great at guessing these. Just because I don't always recognise swords that well. I'm not sure at all what this is, honestly. Let's take a look at the spoiler card and try not to spoil myself for anything else. Oh, okay, so this is Nightfell, which is a sword that is from the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. So yeah, I like it. It's got these, like, it's really hard to see, but it's got these like little blue bits. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Like these little blue bits along the edges, and it's all just like metal, rather than how some of the other ones have glitter, which I found with the, I have them right here. I have the Sarah J Maas one, and like you can kind of see, like the glitter is just kind of coming off. It comes off so easy, you touch it and there's glitter everywhere. So I'm actually really happy to have another solid one, and yeah, I really like this. This one's like a lot more like, actually looks like it'll be better for opening parcels and letters and stuff, because I do use them for that. And this one has like a much better sort of angled point that's good for that. So yeah, I'm not upset with that. The last item we have, I think this might be a photo album, you know. It says for finding dreams that don't exist yet. Either a notepad or it's a photo album. I'm happy with either, although I can't really write very much anymore, so I would be happy with a photo album. Okay, no, it is a notepad. It's like a bullet journal type. Yeah, that would be useful, I think, for a lot of people. I could definitely use it for drawing stuff, actually. So it's just quite plain. It's got a little like tab thing here so you can put a pen in it. Another thing here. And yeah, it's cute. I like it. It's just like a decorative piece, honestly, and maybe I will use it for D&D stuff, but I don't really write that much, so it's not useful to me in that extent, really, sadly. Let's see what it's based off of, because I'm not sure unless it's just fandom neutral. Oh, the Woodland Treasures page tabs were actually based off Bitterthorn, which is fun because I'm reading that very soon. Finding Dreams notebook. So, oh, it's Once Upon a Broken Heart is what it's inspired by. I can kind of see that now, but it's quite subtle. Yeah, I like that. It's just very fairy tale theme. We have like a little fox wolf here, an apple, a book, and an arrow. Yeah, I like it. It's got quite a heft to it too. It's not like a thin notebook. It's honestly an unusual shape. I've never seen like this kind of square notebook before. So those are the items. I think of those, the desk pad is probably my favourite, just because I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. But they're all nice items, honestly. The only thing that I don't know if I'll use is the notepad. So on to the book. It's on like the smaller height size, but does look quite thick. So we have, ooh, this like bronze foiling. It's After the Forest by Kel Woods. Very good name, to be honest. So we have this like really nice bronze foiling with like a little bear. Just kind of like a bit more foiling on the side. And then that carries, that's not foiling on the back, that's just printed, I think. And then the edges, I've seen this done before on something else. So it's just painted this time. It hasn't actually got like a foil or anything on it. So it's just like a yellowish gold on a green, which looks alright, but I think because the yellow is over the green, like it does that thing where it kind of turns the yellow a bit of an odd colour. So I don't hate it, but I wish it was a little bit brighter, because it's a very green hued yellow. But it's cute. It's got like, you know, a little bear with an pinecone, sorry. So it's not super exciting from the outside. I don't hate it. I think it's nice. I'll overlay what the other cover looks like here so you can see the difference, but I'm hoping that under the cover we're going to get something nice. So, oh, we've also got just like really nice green sprayed edges. I like this actually. So on the inside, oh, this is such a cute art style. We have these really cute little end papers. It's very kind of cartoony, which is a bit different from what we normally get from Illumicrate. It's usually a lot more like typical fantasy art. And this one is just kind of almost cartoonish, and I really like it. So yeah, we go into, oh, we've got a little author letter in here. And oh, it's not signed. We've just got an author letter, but it's not actually signed. So, I mean, that's not really a big deal for me. So, and see, do we get the same, oh no, we've got different end papers on the back in the same art style. It's very kind of Disney to me. Something about like how the girl is drawn. I really like it. It's very cute. So yeah, I'm not mad about those end papers. Okay, so now to look under the cover. So this is kind of like does the thing where it makes it look like it's a different book. So we have the same bronze foiling again, but it's kind of like made to look like it's an old stone tomb or something almost. And then on the side we do have like, it's actually just like an old classic book, but kind of like a tomb as well, which I like. And then it's got that on the side, and then it's just kind of carrying on like the rock on the back. So yeah, I like it. I'm not huge on the sprayed edges, and I think the basic cover is just fine, but I do like it underneath. So this is actually a book I'm actually quite interested in reading, just because it's a bit of a fairy tale retelling. It's based around Hansel and Gretel. So, and I do quite like fairy tale retellings, and this is one I don't see very often. So I'll read the synopsis for you, because I've only very briefly read it. Oh, one last thing. I just noticed this is like writing down the side here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it looks like it's a recipe. So it's very faded, so it's a bit hard to tell, but I think it reads, take a quart of honey and something heal finely, also the whitest sugar you can get, strew fine ginger, above be rather blood a little pain. Okay, well, can't quite read that, but hopefully it'll be more on the inside. The book is actually about, let's see, so it says ginger, honey, cinnamon, flour. 20 years after the witch in the gingerbread house, Greta and Hans are struggling to get by. Oh, okay, so it's like yeah. a post-fairy tale. Their father and stepmother are long dead, Hans is deeply in debt from gambling, and the countryside lies in ruin, its people starving in the aftermath of a brutal war. Greta has a secret, though. The witch's grimoire secreted away and whispering in Greta's ear for the past 2 decades, and the recipe inside that makes the best gingerbread you've ever tasted. As long as she can bake, Greta can keep her small family afloat. But in a village full of superstition, Greta and her mysteriously addictive gingerbread, not to mention the rumours about her childhood misadventures, are a source of gossip and suspicion. And now dark magic is returning to the woods, and Greta's magic she's still trying to understand, may be the only thing that can save her, if it doesn't kill her first. Okay, that sounds really fun. Oh, it's actually got a horse nose in the back here, which I didn't even see. But it looks like it's actually like a little bit extract taken from the book. So yeah, I can't work out if it's going to be like quite spooky or if it's actually going to lean more towards cozy fantasy, because honestly the artwork on the inside and just that premise makes it sound like it's going to be like a bit more of a cozy book than I thought it was going to be, and I'm actually okay with that. So yeah, that is the October Illumicrate. I think the October Fairy Loot is arriving in a few days, so I'll probably open that too. That is it for now, I guess. So I will fast forward you to Kyla in the future, who's going to be opening Fairy Loot. So if you're wondering why I look like this, I'm actually going to a vampire-themed murder mystery party tonight for my friend's birthday. It's kind of a birthday slash Halloween thing, and we're all coming as vampires, so we had to pick from a whole different bunch of vampires from different pop culture, and I'm a big Buffy fan, so I picked Spike. So yeah, this is how I'm looking for today. Oh, it's very in keeping with what just arrived, because my Evernight box just arrived just in time for Halloween, so I figured we'll open it together and see what it looks like. So here we go. So we have our little like spoiler card kind of thing. So this is like the October 2023 Evernight. If you want to see the spoilers, here they are. I'm not going to look at just yet. I do already know what this book is because I can kind of tell from the description, because it's something that's kind of been on my radar anyway. So we've also got some kind of like promo card here for something called Nightfire, which looks to be, oh, it's like a discount code for some kind of book place, I think, that apparently you get a discount code with this, so that's fun. But onto the book. Oh, this has a very creepy cover. I can already tell through the bubble wrap, and I already like it more than the original cover. So, oh, this gives me some real Cheshire Cat kind of vibes, which is not what I expected from this book. So this is actually, from what I remember, a sci-fi story. It's called The Last to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starling. So this kind of carries on to the other side as well, with like a weird, very Tomie-esque, double-headed like Cheshire Cat kind of thing. We've got this very eldritch sort of edges here with like lots of eyes and teeth. It's just black on either side. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, we have a little like slip with the author's thing on, and then we have the end covers here, which is very creepy and gothic. It's giving me big Evil Within vibes, honestly. And it kind of continues on into the back end papers, except it is not just one lady, but two, which checks out because from what I know about this book, it's got a whole thing about like clones or doppelgangers. So those are the end papers. Let's have a look at what it looks under. Not too exciting. It's quite basic actually. That was me dropping it. So it looks quite basic underneath. We've got like a plain. I do like this image though. This is a very unsettling image. But otherwise, it's just kind of plain. So not a huge amount of detail, but I don't mind because I really like the dust jacket cover. It's not a massively long book, it's more of a thriller horror, I think, so it's just on about 300 pages or so. So I'm just going to read dust jacket it, and then I will read you what the premise is for it. So I'll also just overlay what the standard sort of cover is for it. It's very different. I really like the direction they've gone with this, because I really felt that although it's a little bit unsettling, the original cover, it just kind of seems a bit like a typical thriller, and this really makes out this is going to have like a lot creepier vibe to it. So I'm actually really happy with how they've redone this. So the book itself, it says, the basement belonging to Dr. Tamsin Rivers, the arrogant, selfish head of the research team assigned to find the source of the substance, is sinking faster. As Tamsin grows obsessed with the distorting dimensions of the room at the bottom of the stairs, she finds a door that didn't exist before, and one night it opens to reveal an exact physical copy of her. This doppelganger is sweet and biddable, where Tamsin is calculating and cruel. It appears fully, terribly human, passing every test Tamsin can devise. But the longer the double exists, the more Tamsin begins to forget pieces of her life, to lose track of time, to grow terrified of the outside world. With her employer growing increasingly suspicious, Tamsin must try to hold herself together long enough to figure out what her double wants from her, and just where the mysterious door leads to. So yeah, that is the October Evernight. I'm really happy with how this came out. Again, I was really happy with the Silver Nitrate book from the previous box as well, so I'm really happy with this subscription so far. And I think they really have been making a lot of effort in the appearance and presentation of these. So yeah, that's the Evernight one. I'm still waiting on my Fairy Loot YA book only box to arrive. For some reason mine is just taking its sweet time getting here, so it may or may not appear in this vlog. If it doesn't, then it will appear in something else at some point, so I will say goodbye now just in case this truly is a goodbye. So until the next time, stay safe, stay cozy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!